Hello everybody, if you're new to my channel, I'm Lori and welcome to Lori Book Trials. Today we are going to be doing my TBR for Tome Couple. That Sam from Thoughts on Tomes is doing it with a whole bunch of other people. Like, I got all their, I know you guys can't see them, but I got like all the names here, but I don't feel like reading all the names. We'll be here all day. We got Adrian from Perpetual. I know I totally butchered that. Pages. I'm going to try to pronounce some of these. I'm not going to name them all. Some of the other ones is Sarah Jane from The Book Life. We got Kaz from Little Book Owl. We got, I'll spell this one so I don't know how to say it. Sian or something like that. It's S-I-A-N from Reader Scrambles. We got another Sam who's a blogger that blogs will read for booze. Oh, well, I might as well go ahead and say them all. We got Jocelyn from Yogi with a Bear and Gia, G-A-I-A, who's on Instagram, and hers is Letitia something. I don't know how to say this word. S-E-G-R-E-T-A, something like that. I cannot pronounce the name. Sorry. Tome Topple is from the 7th to the 20th, so it's like 2 weeks. It's where you read like books that are over 500 pages. If it's a few pages under, then Sam don't care. She says she ain't gonna please you. So yeah. They have different ones. So, like, if you finish 1 to 3 books, you're a student. 4 to 6 books, you're a scholar. And 7 to 9, you're a sage. And 2 books can be used for each of the categories. So, yes. Okay. So, now, I don't know if I'm going to read half of these. I'll be lucky if to be perfectly honest, whenever I do this readathon, I only usually finish 1 book. So hopefully I'll read more than 1 book because I really want to try to get a lot of these big books, like, what'd you call it, off my thing. What is a book is a reread, because the other one that I was going to use doesn't have enough pages. So I was like, I'll reread it anyways, just to like refresh in my brain before I start the next one. So anyways, we'll get started. The first tome is the one that's been on your TBR the longest. And that is Lair Dreams by Libba Bray. Which the first one is The Diviners. And this is about this girl Evie and some other people that have powers. And there's this killer going around in the first one. I forget his name. Is it something John? Something John? I forgot what the thing is. I know it's a creepy name. But anyways, yeah. A lot of stuff happens, like I said, in Evie and the some of the other ones all have these certain powers that are supposed to, like, help, save the world, basically, from the Earth. Help try to save people each time from it. Whatever you want to say, I'm sorry. I know I'm totally butchering it. But, yeah. And this is the next book. This one is about a sleepness, like a killing sleep, like, they fall asleep and they die. They go to sleep and they die in their dreams. So it's a killer sleep sickness, killer sickness, whatever you want to say. Killer sleep sickness, whatever. So that's that one. I know, I'm sorry, I'm butchering it. I'm just going to put this over here. Hold on a minute. Okay, and then the next one is a standalone tome. This one's going to be for a standalone tome, and this one's also going to work for the next one, which is a tome that's in a genre that you usually don't read. And for both of those, it's going to be Stephen King's Salem Lot. Yeah. This, of course, is a standalone. And, of course, I don't read scary books, so this is definitely out of my comfort zone. I think this has to do with vampires or something. I'm not really sure. I know there's vampires in it. I'm trying to see if it tells you anything about it being about vampires. I don't know. I'll read to you the beginning. It says, Ben Mears has returned to Jerusalem Lot in hopes that exploring the history of the Marston's house, Marster's house, an old mansion long the subject of rumor and speculation, will help him cast out his personal devils and provide inspiration for his new book. But when two young boys venture into the woods, only one returns alive. Mears begins to realize that something sinister is at work. In fact, his hometown is under siege from the force of the darkness, and only he, with a small group of allies, can hope to could contain the evil that is growing within the borders of this small New England town. It says with his second novel, Stephen King established himself as the indisputable master of American horror, able to transform the odd conceits, something like that, of the genre into something fresh and all the more frightening for taking place in a familiar idyllic locale. This one's pretty big. This one is like 653 pages. This is 653 pages. Big one. Big one. Also, I forget his channel's name now because he just redid his channel, but it used to be Paul Reads Books. Now it's Paul Read, Write, and Review or something like that. I know it's something along that line. He's also doing a buddy read of this. He's doing a Stephen King book a month, but I'm only doing this one, and then there's another one in August that he's doing that I want to read. So, yeah. But, yeah, so this is also for that as well. So, yeah. I'm really, like, I've only read, like, one other Stephen King, and that was, like, a long time ago. Like, I'm old, you guys. I'll be 50 in August. So, it was, like, boy. It was the Tommy Knocker, so that was a long time ago. It was, like, 1987 or 89, somewhere around that area that I read it. So, it's been a long time. I was, like, 19, I think, 17 or 19, or somewhere around that area when I read it. And that was the only Stephen King book I read. So this is going to be my second one after all these years. So the next one is a tome on audio. Listen to a tome on audio. Now, Lair Dreams I can do, or I can do read one tome, which would be Before the Devil Breaks You by Libba Bray, which is the third one. So I can do this one for audio and read one tome. This is a big book too. How many pages is this baby? 550 pages is this baby. Let's see, next one. The tome with the most pages. Let me see. I think this one is the one with the most pages. Let me double check. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a hiccup. Well, technically, the Stephen King one would have a few more pages, because I think the Stephen King is 650. But since I'm using Stephen King twice already, and you only can use a book, one time each. I mean, 2 times. This is going to be the one that we'll just pick this one since it's the second highest. Yeah, I started reading this a while ago. That's why there's tabs, but I put it down and never got a chance to read it. So I really want to read this because I want to see what all of the fuss is about. Because so many people love The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, and I've never read it. The only book I read by Brandon Sanderson is, oh gosh, why did I forget the name of it? Sight? I always say the second book instead of the first book. But anyways, yeah. You guys will probably know who I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah. Oh my gosh. Skyward. That's it. Skyward. I've only read Skyward, so yeah. But this one I'll use for the biggest tome, like I said, since I can't use Salem a lot again. So this one will be for the most pages. Even though, like I said, it really isn't. I know, but we're going to use it. Let's see. A tome from a series. I'll be getting the last one in the Diviner series on Tuesday. If not, I'm going to be getting the I know I already ordered the audio of it. So if I don't get to the store, I'll still have the audio. But yeah, so there's that one. Black History Month, it's going to be a reread of Tomi and I always forget how to say her last name, but Children of Blood and Bone. I'm going to reread this. And this one is a little over 500, so it's definitely a tome. And this one is like, I think they're not allowed, it's been a while since I read this. I think they're not allowed to like have magic or something like that. The girl has magic, and I think like her mom or her dad or somebody gets taken. I don't know. It's been a while since I read this, like I said. Let me see. Yeah, her mother was killed. And a lot of her people were killed. And she goes out and about with, what is it? Her brother. And, I don't know why I always forget the girl's name because I love her. I love the other girl's name, but I mean the other girl a lot. But I always forget her name. Amara? Amara? Amara. Amara. Amari. I really love her. And then there's her jerko brother who I can't stand, Ivan or something like that. But yeah, this was a good book, so I think I gave it like 4.5 stars. But it's been a while, so I want to reread it before, like I said, before I start the next one and see what's going on. But yeah, this is definitely over 500 pages. So that one is going to be for a book for Black History Month. A tome for Black History Month, whatever you want to say. And the last one is Read an Adult Tome. And that is going to be Founder Side by Robert Jackson Bennett. Not really sure what this one is about. It's shiny. I didn't know it was so shiny, but if you turn it that way, it's shiny, shiny. But anyways, I just know it says something about, it says she's a thief. Seneca, something like that. Seneca. Gardo is a thief and a damn good one. And her latest heist on Tavinas, something like that dock, is nothing but unique abilities. I mean, nothing I can't talk tonight. Nothing her unique abilities can't handle. But unbeknownst to her, Seneca's been sent to steal an artifact of unimaginable power. An object that could revitalize the magical technology known as scavenging, something like that. Says if the ruthless merchant houses who control this magic, the art of using code commands to imbue everyday objects, with sentence or something, I don't know how you say this word, and unlock the artifact secrets. They will rewrite the world itself to suit their aims. Says now someone in those houses wants Seneca dead and the artifacts for themselves. And in a city like Teravine, nobody has the power to stop them. To have a chance of surviving and at stopping the deadly transformation that's underway, Seneca will have to marshal unlikely allies and undergo her own transformation. One that will turn her into something she could never have imagined. It says complex characters, magic that is tech, and vice versa. A world bounded by warring trade dynasties. Then it will leave you in a awe once you remember to breathe. So, yeah. This one is, let me see, just a little over 500 pages, like 503, 504. And this one, I've heard a lot of good things about. I know I have the second one I got from, on my Kindle. I got it from NetGala. So I want to read this one since I haven't read it yet, and then I can read the one from NetGala that I got. So, that is my TBR. Oh, I don't know if I told you. It's from the 7th to the 20th. I can't remember if I told you guys, just in case I didn't. But that's when it starts. Now, I got a whole bunch of other readathons I'm doing, so I don't know, like, how I'm going to do. Like, I have the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th, I think, where there's no readathons going on. And then starting the 10th is Contemporary-a-thon. So I'll have 3 days to at least hopefully get one, maybe 1.5 of these books done. I'm hoping. But yeah, so that is my TBR. Let me know if you guys are participating, what you guys are going to be reading. Like I said, if I get like 3 or 4 of these done, I would be happy. If I can get 2 done, I'd be happy. Because like I said, whenever I participate in this readathon, I only get 1 tome finish, and that is it. So I would love to finish 2 tomes. That's my goal. But if I can finish more than 2, I'd be really excited. But 2 will make me happy. But yeah, let me know if you're participating, what you guys are going to be reading, and what book are you the most excited about. I'm actually the most excited about the the series, the rest of the Diviner series, of course. And hopefully this book I can get to it. Because, yeah. And some of these I'll be listening to on audio. I got book 2, 3, and 4 in the Diviner series. All on Audible. So I might be able to read, I might listen to all 3 of them on audio. But yeah, that is it. Let me know how you guys' reading are going so far this month. Mine, I haven't even started. I only read like 1 chapter in a book, and that's it. So hopefully by the time this readathon comes around on the 7th, I will be ready to go and actually be reading good. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys all have a good night. Remember, if you like this video, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. Hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video up like this for your viewing pleasure. Happy reading. I hope you guys are all having a great reading month. I know the month just started, but by the time you guys see this, then it'll be at least around the 5th or the 6th, because I'll probably put this up like a couple of days before the Tome Top will start. So yeah, I love you guys all as a friend. I hope you guys have a great time with whatever books you're reading. I love you guys very much as a friend, and I will talk to you guys all later. Bye for now.